Hey guys, it's Keone, also known as Toy Reviewer 16, and today I'm gonna do a little commentary video for you guys. This time is on Ben 10 Alien Force. So I'm gonna be talking about the very first episode of Alien Force. But for those of you guys out there who already seen that first episode, this may count as a spoilers commentary video. So for those of you guys out there who have already seen the first episode of Ben 10 Alien Force, you can just go and plug your ears, and then I'll do that when the spoiler is over. Alright, so for those of you guys out there that have not seen the first episode of Ben 10 Alien Force, so pretty much, guys, what happens in the first episode, so the DNA aliens have found out about Ben's grandfather, Grandpa Max. Well, after that, that's when the intro started for Alien Force. After the intro, it shows 16-year-old Ben Tennyson playing soccer with his friends, and in that scene, he wore kind of his classic t-shirt with some green sleeves. And yeah, after a soccer game with his friends, Ben meets this lovely girl named Julie Yamamoto, and I think at the time, in episode 1 of Ben 10 Alien Force, Ship has not yet been introduced in the first episode. So, after Ben shows Julie his medal, she already knew about Ben, so yeah. But so a bit later on, after Ben goes to the trailer lot, he knocks on his Grandpa Max's rust bucket's door, and there was no response, but he found a key under this rock to unlock the door to the rust bucket. Once in the rust bucket, Ben was looking around, and he saw no one was there at the time. But then, when Ben found the source of the leak played a little hologram of his grandfather, Grandpa Max. And the hologram talked to Ben a little bit about him being on, about Grandpa Max being on a secret mission that Grandpa Max was investigating. Well, of course, Grandpa Max's hologram also talked to Ben a little bit about this. Now, guys, if you guys are wondering, what is this thing I'm holding? Well, this is the recalibrated Omnitrix, which before it became like the recalibrated Omnitrix in Alien Force, it started off as Ben's original Omnitrix FX that Ben got when he was a 10-year-old boy. Now, as the time of that scene, after Ben got done talking to his grandfather on the source of the leak, of course, all of a sudden a DNA alien showed up out of nowhere, and he attacked Ben. Now, at first, Ben thought he had the Omnitrix on his wrist already, but it turned out Ben didn't know that his Omnitrix was placed away in a small box in his closet at his house. So, unfortunately, Ben couldn't defeat the DNA alien with the Omnitrix, since his Omnitrix that he had as a kid is placed away in a box in his closet. So, of course, Ben was able to stop and to kick out the DNA alien of the rust bucket, and he used a fire extinguisher to defeat the DNA alien. After that, Ben biked his way back to his house, and that's when he ran past the kitchen where his mom was doing the dishes. And, of course, his mom heard him running in the house when she would tell him not to. So, after Ben got into his room, he opened up his closet and started to dig for his Omnitrix. Well, he manages to find a small box that I mentioned like 2 times already, and inside the small box there was a Sumo Slammers card, golden edition. There was like a little pen, a little box, and then right at the very bottom was his very first Omnitrix that he got as a 10-year-old boy. So, he takes the Omnitrix with him to Gwen's karate practice. And he keeps it in his pocket all the way until that scene where Ben and Gwen meet one of the plumbers. And during the battle, when Ben and Gwen met one of the plumbers, Ben decided that it was time for him to put back on his Omnitrix. But before Ben could do that, Gwen wanted to make sure he was sure on his decision. And so Ben places the Omnitrix straight back onto his wrist, and he winds up saying that he's sure. But a bit later on, after Ben puts the Omnitrix back on for the very first time as a teenager, in the battle against the DNA aliens, Ben, Gwen, and the plumber were all fighting off the DNA aliens. And then, of course, once Ben manages to flatten one of the DNA aliens from a plank of wood, he tries to get the Omnitrix FX to work. Well, it turned out it took a few times to nudge with it. Then all of a sudden, the FX transformed into this Omnitrix. So yeah, guys, I just wanted to show you guys, some of that information with you guys for Alien Force. But yeah, Toy Reviewer 16 and signing out.